Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today we're covering the Activity 6 Practice Asynchronous Day, and this is on the formative.com website. All right, it says, number 1, Ms. Porter is looking to invest in an annuity earning an interest rate of 3.7% compounded semi-annually. She plans to make semi-annual payments of $15.75 into the annuity. How much will be in the account after 30 years? Okay, so we need to fill in the table. N is the number of compounding periods. Now, there are 30 years, and it's semi-annually, so that's twice a year. So we would be multiplying 2 times 30, and that's what you can put in the N space. In the interest space, we know it's 3.7. And the present value, we're starting with $0. We're making payments instead, so you're just going to put 0 here. Payments, we're making a payment of $15.75. Since that is money leaving your pocket, you're going to put that in as a negative. So it's negative $15.75. Future value is what we're trying to find, so we're going to put 0 there. And I always put question marks to remind myself that this is what we're trying to find. Payments per year and compounding per year is both 2 because it's semi-annually. All right, let's go to our calculator and enter all of this in. All right, so in, we're going to put 2 times 30. Interest rate, 3.7. Present value, 0. Payments, negative $15.75. The future value is 0, and just remember this is what you're trying to find. And both payments per year and compounding per year is 2. All right, now I just discovered a faster way to calculate what you actually need. You can actually stay right here on the screen. There's no need to exit. You can stay right here on the screen. What you'll do is you'll go up to the future value, because that's the one you're trying to find. So just use your up arrow to go up to the future value line. All right, and then while that 0 is highlighted, you're going to press the alpha button here, the green alpha, followed by the enter button at the bottom. All right, so let's do that. Alpha and enter, and then it will solve that for you. And you will see a little dot come up on the left side of the FV, and you have your answer here. That's 170,588. That's $170,588.48. So that is going to be our answer. We can go back to the page and let's write that in. And there's our answer. Now, for each of these questions, there is a place for you to type in your answers. So please do that in order to get the full credit for it. You will need to show all of this work, but please type in your answer, probably somewhere on the right side of your screen. All right, question 2. Mr. Flemons has been making regular monthly payments of $225 into an account for 12 years, and he now has $46,000. What is the annual interest rate of his account? Okay, so the number of payments is going to be, let's see, we're compounding monthly for 12 years, so that's going to be 12 times 12 for the N. All right, the interest rate is what we're trying to find, so we're going to put 0 here with a question mark. Present value is also 0 because we're not starting with anything. The monthly payment, well, we're paying $225 every month, so we're going to put negative $225 there. And then for the future value, we want $46,000, so that's $46,000 for FV. For payments per year and compounding per year, that's going to be 12 for each one of those. All right, let's go to our calculator. Okay, N is 12 times 12. Put 0 for the interest rate, and remember that's what we're looking for. For the present value, that's going to be 0. The payment's going to be negative 225. Let's put 46,000 for the future value, and let's put 12 for both PY and CY. Now remember the shortcut, you do not have to leave this screen, so stay right here. What you'll do is you'll go up using your up arrow, go up to the interest rate, because that's what we're trying to find, and then press the alpha button, green alpha, followed by enter at the bottom. So go ahead and do that, alpha and then enter, and it will solve it for you. All right, so our interest rate is 5.58. 5.58. Let's just carry that back over to our page, and then make sure you type this in on the right side of your screen as well. So 5.58 is our interest. All right, number 3. Ms. Ham plans on making quarterly payments into an account that earns 5.3% compounded quarterly. If she wants $25,000 in 25 years, what do her payments need to be? All right, so for N, we need to know the compounding, which is quarterly, that's 4, and then the number of years is 25. So that's going to be 4 times 25 for N. The interest rate is 5.3, so we'll put that in there. All right, the present value is 0. And then for the payments, that's what we're looking for, so that will be 0 with question marks. The future value, we want it to be $25,000. And then for the PY and the CY, that is 4 because it's quarterly. All right, let's go to the calculator. Okay, and we're typing in 4 times 25 for the for N. Go back. That's 4 times 25. That's 100. Interest rate is 5.3. PV is 0. Payment is 0. That's what we're looking for. Future value is 25,000, and both PY and CY are 4 because it is quarterly. All right, now remember the shortcut. You can stay right here on the screen. No need to exit out. So stay here, and then you go up to what you're looking for, which in this case is the payment. So just use your up arrow to get to the payment line, and then press the alpha button, the green alpha, and then the enter button at the bottom. All right, and then that will solve it for you. And so now you can see your payment is $121.36. All right. So we just carry that over to our page. Payment again, $121.36, and then remember to type this in the box. Okay, number 4. Ms. Gaswin has been making regular daily payments of $17 into an account earning an interest rate of 2.9% compounded daily for 14 years. How much money does she now have? Okay, so for the N, we know that it's daily, so that's 365 days in a year, and it's going to be for 14 years. So we need 365 times 14. The interest rate was given to be 2.9, and we do not have a present value, so that is 0. Our payment is $17 for every day, so that's going to be negative 17. Future value is 0 because that's what we're looking for, so you have 0 with question marks. And the payments per year and compounding per year is daily, so that is 365 for both. Okay, let's go to the calculator. And we're going to type in 365 times 14 for N, 2.9 for the interest rate. We're putting in 0 for the payment, or sorry, for the present value. We're putting in negative 17 for the payment, Future value is 0, and that's what we're looking for. 365 is for both the PY and the CY. Remember, you can stay on the screen now and just press the alpha button. Well, sorry, you need to go back up. Go back up to what you're trying to find, which is the future value. All right, so use your up arrow to go to the future value line, then press alpha followed by enter at the bottom. And when you do that, it solves it for you, and there is your future value. That's $107,149.30. Okay, so on the page, we just write it there, and also you will type this in as well. All right, here's number 5. Says Ms. Fair plans on making monthly payments of $170 into an account that earns 4.9% compounded monthly. How many years must she invest until she has $35,000? Okay, so as far as the end goes, we know that they're monthly payments, and we don't know how many years, so you're going to say 12 times 0 with the question mark. Okay, interest rate is 4.9%. Present value is going to be 0. The monthly payments are $170. Future value is $35,000. The payments per year is monthly, so that's 12. And also the CY, both of those are 12. All right, let's go to our calculator. All right, we're typing in 12 times 0 for N. Interest rate 4.9. Present value is 0. Payment is -70, -170. Future value is $3,500. So that's $35,000. And then both PY and CY are 12. Okay, now we're solving for the time, so that means we have to go back up to N. So just use your up arrow till you get to the N, highlight the N, and then press the alpha button followed by the enter button. And it will solve for N for you. All right, so N is 149.73. That's how many payments we're going to be making, but we'll need to divide that to figure out the number of years. So going back to our page, so this was the value of N, rounded to 2 decimals, 149.73. But to figure out the number of years, we'd have to divide that by 12 because we're making 12 monthly payments. And then you get 12.48, and that is the number of years. All right, so this is the answer that you would type in for problem number 5. All right, here's number 6. Dr. Shaw is looking to invest in an annuity earning an interest rate of 1.75%, compounded weekly with weekly payments. If he wants $21,000 in 10 years, what do his payments need to be? All right, first let's figure out N. We're paying weekly, so that's 52 weeks in a year for 10 years, so we're multiplying 52 times 10. Interest rate is 1.75. The present value is 0. There is a payment. We're trying to figure out what the payment is, so we put 0 with question marks. We want $21,000 in the future, so future value is $21,000. And since we're compounding weekly, both PY and CY are 52. Let's go to the calculator. And we're typing in 52 times 10 for N, 1.75 for interest rate. Present value is 0, payment is 0, that's what we're looking for. Future value is 21,000, and both PY and CY are 52. All right, remember, stay right here on the screen. Then use your up arrow to go to the payment line, because we're trying to solve for the payment. Then press the green alpha button followed by the enter button at the bottom, and then it will solve for you, and you'll see the answer coming up here at negative 36.96. So that means the payment should be $36.96. All right, we'll just write that here on our page and then also type this into the box. All right, here's number 7. Mr. Neiman has been making regular annual payments of $1,900 into an account for 23 years, and he now has $75,000. What is the annual interest rate of his account? All right, well, for the N, we're compounding annually, or we're making annual payments. That's once a year, and we're doing it for 23 years. So for N will be 1 times 23. Interest rate is given. No, it is not given. We're trying to solve it. So you're going to put 0 there with question marks. We are not having a present value, so that is also 0. We are making a payment, an annual payment of $1,900. So we're going to put negative 1,900 here. We know our future value is 75,000. And both PY and CY are 1 because it is annually, which is once a year. Go to our calculator. And for N, we're typing in 1 times 23. For our I, that's what we're looking for, so we'll keep that at 0. Present value is 0. We're making payments of $1,900, so we're going to put negative $1,900. The future value is $75,000, and both PY and CY are 1. Okay, remember to stay right here on the screen. Use your up arrow to go to what you're looking for, which is the interest rate in this problem, and then press the green alpha button, and then go down to press enter. All right, then you see it solved here next to the interest. It's 4.61. All right, so let's carry that over to our page. Our interest rate is 4.61, and you will also type that in the box. All right, that concludes the lesson on the Activity 6 practice.